My family and I did evil, and now I'm paying for it. Sometimes when I sit alone and I think about my life, I just shake my head. God sees my heart. I did not know. I did not know I was walking straight into destruction with my own two legs. I grew up in a house everybody in my city respected. My mother, a big woman, owner of the biggest household equipment stores in town, always the first in church, third row from the altar. That was our seat. My father, leader of the prayer group. People used to call us the perfect Christian family. But let me tell you, all that glitters, it was a lie. My father was not working. My mother carried everything, paid the school fees. My father would come back from church, cook and wait for the next service. That is the man people were respecting outside. After my secondary school, I started helping my mother in her store. That is when I noticed something. Every morning before we opened, she would spray one liquid around the shop, muttering something under her breath. Same thing at night after sending the sales girl up. At the time, I just thought, oh, maybe it's her prayer method. Her business kept booming. Money was flowing. If she was not in the shop, she was in church. Always busy, always respected. Years later, after I finished university, my father fell sick. Doctors said ulcer, but ulcer, it doesn't make a man dry up like that. It was just fading in and out. But because of his position in church, prayer group members were always in our house, fasting and praying. I believed God would heal him until that night, he called all of us, my mother, my elder brother, and me, into the living room. His voice was weak, but his eyes were steady. And then he said it that he had slept with his stepmother, that he had also been sleeping with my mother's best friend, the women's group secretary, that he got another woman pregnant and forced her to remove the baby. My ears were ringing. I could not even cry. This was my father, my man of God. My mother screamed, rolled on the floor, cursed him. My brother just got up and left without a word. The next morning, I went to check on him. He was gone dead, just like that in his sleep. Even with everything he said, he was still my father. I cried till my chest pained me. That night, after all the sympathizers had gone, my mother called me and my brother into her room. She made us swear on our lives that we would never tell anyone what my father said. She said people should remember him as a good man, so we kept quiet. Months later, another bombshell. One day, my mother came home early and caught my brother in bed with his best friend, a man. She screamed. She screamed my name over the phone, told me to rush home. When I got there, my brother didn't even deny it. He said, yes, I am gay. I'm tired of hiding it. My mother cried, cursed, said he had killed my family name. He left that day and never came back. After that, my mother turned her eyes on me, pressuring me to marry quickly so she could see grandchildren before she died. I did not even have any serious man then. A few months later, I met Tony. Fine man, sweet talker. I told my mother and she was overjoyed. She insisted on meeting him. When Tony came, she was beaming. She even invited him to her church. But then, life happened. I fell sick. Hospital tests showed ovarian cyst. When Tony found out, he started withdrawing. Calls reduced. Visits stopped. I cried to my mother, begged her to pray for me. She just looked at me and said, don't worry, I'll take you somewhere. The next day, she didn't take me to a pastor. She took me to a shrine. Yes, a shrine. My so-called prayerful mother, the woman everybody respects, we met another woman there. Before I knew it, they were doing rituals. They took me to a river, bathed me. The woman was chanting. She said Tony would never leave me. And truly, Tony came back. We dated again. Soon after we got married that day, I thought my joy was complete. But marriage showed me pepper. Tony's business crumbled. Clients stopped paying. Meanwhile, my own business started booming like never before. I was making sales I could not explain, but I was also paying every bill. I went to my mother asking her to join me in prayer for Tony's breakthrough. She laughed. She laughed in my face. Then she said something that broke me into pieces. That ritual we did, it tied his life down. It can't be reversed. The same thing I did to your father. That is why he could never stand on his own. That is why my shop grew. I remember the liquid she always sprayed in her shop. My heart just broke. Without knowing I had stepped into the same trap. I cried, begged her to undo it. She refused. Unless God himself frees him, you will keep being the one to carry your own. Months later, my mother had a stroke. She's bedridden now. My brother finally came back home after 2 years. As for me, I've gone back to God. Every day I cry for his mercy. I pray for my husband's deliverance. But I can't say this in church. They will never see me the same way. So I'm saying it here for your viewers to advise me. Now I'm seriously confused. Guys, what do you think? Like, this person is seriously confused. She doesn't even know what to do. Her mother is already on sick bed. Things are not going well with her husband. So what do you think? Leave your opinion for her in the comment section. So if you love this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. And if you want me to tell your story, kindly send a DM. Bye for now.